Hello everybody, it's Therese Mc Auliffe here again from Lighting the Way, www.lightingtheway.ie, and I'm here today at the end of October to ask the angels for some guidance for the month of November. And it is my wish and my intention that you get at least something, even one thing from this reading that will help you to navigate the month of November in a beautiful, heartful way. So before I take any cards from this deck, I'd just like to say welcome to everybody that has rejoined me. And if you're seeing me for the first time, you might like to subscribe to my YouTube channel and get all of my updates. Along the way I pop in a few short videos to help us to recalibrate and to ground and anchor and basically whatever comes up on the day. So the angels have been telling me, before I even sit down here, I've been having my meditation and conversations with them, and they're showing me that the beginning of November and even throughout November is going to be quite dynamic and at times very turbulent, because it really is an opportunity for us to shift gears really and move into the higher dimensions, and it's available to us all. So they showed me in my last home I used to have a picture on the wall. Well, actually there were stickers, and it was a bird in a cage, and then the cage door was open and there were birds flying, and I had them flying out until the last one was out the window. And that's the picture that came into my mind when I was talking to the angels this morning. So it said, like, we have been caged, you know, and we can feel caged by, you know, governments and by media and by other people. But the biggest thing that cages us is our mind, our ego, and our thoughts. So it really is time for us to be able to acknowledge that in the month of November. And this may be challenging and trying, but it's really worth it, because once you can actually look deeply within yourself and see where your wounds really still are and address them, and sometimes you'd be able to address them yourself by really taking, I suppose, note of where your repeated patterns aren't serving you well. And sometimes you may need, you know, the assistance of a life coach or an energy therapist or psychotherapist or whatever it may be. But it's really important, because your whole life is ahead of you and it's important to enjoy it. And that's what the angels were showing me, was that we have been kind of caged, for want of a better word. And I'm not really talking about the lockdowns and things, because they have shown us how caged we are actually internally as well, and to get to know ourselves at a deeper level and to set ourselves free. And to do that, we really need to trust. We really need to trust ourselves. And if we trust in ourselves fully, we will be able to trust others, and we will be able to discern very easily, because, you know, as the vibration rises, we're all becoming more and more and more intuitive. So for those of us that have been sort of working with our intuition for many, many years, we're getting crystal clear messages now. But for everybody, it's available to you. So the angels are basically saying the month of November, it shifts and it moves, but predominantly it's there for us to be able to really step into our light. And a lot more people in the month of November are going to recognize their power, and their power really is their light, is their love. And they're going to be able to make clear decisions, because it's been really foggy, it's been really cloudy, and that's what they were showing me. It's like this blanket of fog. I'm not sure if some of you remember, but since about November last year, I've been seeing this blanket, and the fog has been heavy, and it's like there's a light coming up through it. Well, the blanket is lifting, and it's actually lifting at a much faster rate now. So I'm very optimistic for the month of November, for more and more people to basically awaken and step into their light and start to feel the joys and the clarity, and making decisions from the heart space and not from fear. Okay, so the angels are giving me a message now, and they're saying that fear is not something paradoxical. Fear is not something to be afraid of. We should embrace fear, because fear is there to keep us safe. So fear really, I suppose, stirs up. They're saying fear basically stirs up all the old suppressed fears that we have pushed down and suppressed for many, many lifetimes. And they're all being triggered now. They're all being triggered. And even though it may seem like a really bad thing and all the chaos that's going on around us, we need to embrace it as an opportunity to really let go of those old residual fears that are lurking about in the cracks and crevices of our own beings, and let them go. It's a month for transmutation, and I really do believe that many, many people are going to wake up in the month of November. So I'm very optimistic. I can see the blanket lifting, and it's about 12 months since I said this. I'm not sure if it was October, November last year, but I talked about this blanket, and it's moving up. So it's being penetrated by the light, and light will always dissipate the dark. Now, so I'm asking the angels now, the guides, the ascended masters, to guide, direct, surround and protect these cards, and to offer guidance for the highest good and healing. So they're showing me 4 cards. Before I draw a card, I'm also seeing like a TV screen. I'm trying to get the message in what this is about. It's a female presenter. So okay. So a lot of the TV and the media and a lot of the programs that are on are probably just promoting a lot of, propelling a lot of fear really, and promoting the more negative side of things. And I see a female presenter, so it's a feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a woman, but there is a feminine energy moving in that's actually going to start to change all that around. So we are going to see some, they're saying to me, even openness, even an opportunity for openings to happen. And this is through the media, because they showed me a TV screen. I don't even have a TV. I haven't had one in about 6 years. But I update myself enough. I do a lot of research. I sort of go beyond what the media would be offering us as truth, and do a lot of different research and satisfy my own heart as what's true for me and what's not, and live accordingly. So I'm here now to take 3 more cards, because they said 4 to initiate the card reading. So there's 2, 3, and the 4th one. Just give me the 4th card now, please. I'm seeing the TV screen now with 2 people on it, and I can see other people starting to move in, so it's definitely opening up. It only takes one to begin, one heart at a time. So let's see what the angels have to say. So our first card is miracles. Our next card is intention, followed by manifestation, followed by emerging. Oh my goodness me. So basically everything that they have been saying to me before I sat down here is what I'm picking up from these cards. So because there has been so much turbulence, and because all the fear and the darkness is being stirred up and being exposed and revealed, so that the light can enter and the light can dissipate all that darkness and all that fear, it will feel like a miracle when things start to turn around in November. And it's really important that you set that very clear intention, the intention for light, the intention for love to start prevailing, the intention for the clarity to arrive, to let go of the egoic fears and stresses and turmoil that have been basically taking over the minds of humanity. So we just start with ourselves, because as we emanate out the higher vibration, it's helping somebody else and somebody else and somebody else to emanate their highest vibration. And they tell us that manifestation is here in the month of November, and that we are just emerging We're emerging into our soulful selves. You know, we have just strayed off course really and got caught in that cage of the mind, that egoic way of being, doing and having. And we're coming back to the openness of the heart and stepping into our light and stepping into our love and really understanding that we are powerful, powerful beings capable of absolutely anything, anything. And if you really think about having the faith, you know, faith can move mountains. Once you have faith, you can actually have anything in your life. So coming from the heart, coming from a place of total love and acceptance of yourself is so important. This is a deck from Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel, you know, announces things, and he's the angel that helps us with divine direction. And, you know, there isn't a map or a compass or, you know, a sat-nav that can tell us what way to go through life. But we have that internal compass, we have that internal guidance, and Gabriel is the angel that can help us to tap into it. So I'm asking him now, Gabriel, please, for one message for the month of November, a general message for us all. And oh my goodness, I'm seeing the TV screen again, and I'm seeing the peace symbol on it, peace. And Angel Gabriel's message is nurture yourself. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later. Isn't that just beautiful? So we really need to look after ourselves, tap in, and that's what we have been told from the beginning. It's time to look after the self and look into those wounds, look into those cracks and crevices and see what's up for healing. We always need to surrender something, you know, and it's a part of that egoic or, you know, the mind, the thought forms that they take on a life of their own. If we believe them and believe them over and over and over again, we have the same thoughts, they turn into form and then they become part of our life. So I'm asking the angels now, these are the surrender cards. What is it generally that they're offering us to surrender? And the cards are sticking, so there's quite a lot, I think, that we need to surrender. Okay, so they're very chunky. These are going out under the full moon. Okay, so this is quite a lot, but this is the general cards, okay? Oh, look at that. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So once you can do that, it's really automatic for you to be able to release and let go of the fears. You know, the human mind has really, I suppose, been able, it's a very powerful tool, but it's been able to generate a lot of fears that do not serve us well. You know, some fears obviously do serve you well. You know, if there's a tiger running after you and you're out in the wilderness and you get afraid and you start to run and you find some place to go to, obviously it's going to serve you well. But you know, fears about the future and fears about this and fears about that, a lot of them do not serve us well. So I'm asking, what archangel is predominantly with us for the month of November? And I can see Metatron. Metatron has stepped right in front of me. So he is really a beautiful, large energy force, taking the messages from heaven to earth and earth to heaven. Yeah, he said our ancestors can really help us quite a lot in the month of November. But he's also here to help us to clear that ancestral lineage. So that's absolutely huge. So Metatron is one angel that I would be recommending you connect with for the month of November. And here is our cards. Archangel Jermael. You couldn't make this stuff up, could you? Overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jermael, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Wow, isn't that amazing? talk about cards tying in. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course, a reading wouldn't be a reading without a card from the man himself, Archangel Michael, and of course our children's cards. So Michael, now, just please give us some direction for the month of November. You know, Michael can be, I feel that Michael can come across as being really serious and like always ready to take up the challenge and help us to release the fears and cut the old energies, but I can feel him here, and he's feeling really jolly, and he said, I am to remind you again that yes, he cuts the cords, and yes, he helps to dissipate the fears, but that we have the work to do to basically acknowledge that and to keep tuning in and just making sure that we're working from the highest vibration. So he's also told us, you know, and he's told us this now for the last number of months, that he's stretching our energy field out and out and out. So every time he actually comes in to dissipate some of our fears and our old habits and ways of being and our connections that are not serving us well, that he's also opening up more energy around us. So he's brightening our auric field. And what he's basically saying is, he's giggling, you know, but he's being serious as well. He's basically saying, you know, I'm coming in to help you, and I'll come in again and again and again and again and again and again. But do you want to have the happiness and the joy now? Do you want to let go of the fear? Because I'm here to help you to do it, you know? So stop hopping over and back and saying today, oh, I'm willing to embrace this, and tomorrow saying, oh, I've had enough of this. So he's here to basically remind us that it's a continuous journey, and he will help us to keep walking forward. Yeah, we'll slip back now and then, but not the toing and froing. He's showing me like people are walking forward and walking back and walking forward and walking back. Yeah, he'll keep cutting the cords, but he's saying it's time to look in and really do some extra work. Go out to nature and hand over some of your troubles. Meditate. And he's talking about a healthy lifestyle in general, because he's showing me like greens and vegetables of all descriptions, lots of water, and he's showing me the sea as well. So he's basically showing me nature and food and healthy, and now he's putting his head down, so plenty of rest. So, you know, a healthy lifestyle basically is what he's trying to portray, and he's been quite funny this morning. Don't normally see Michael like that. He's normally just on the ball, I'm here to do the task and then I'm gone. But he's actually stretching the field. Now, Michael, what is your message to the cards, please? He's still here. Okay, let's clearly this card. Okay. Oh, wow. New beginnings and a fresh start. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Absolutely phenomenal. The strength of this reading is absolutely amazing. I want to thank all of the angels now. I'm just asking for one overall card for the month, and then I'm going to take 2 cards for the children. Abundance. That's our card. Play your own fiddle. Play to your own tune. The abundance of the universe is there for you. All types of abundance. So the abundance of peace. I really see the peace, the clarity, the love, the joy, the contentment, the ease. And obviously financial abundance is part of all of that. So we're all starting to embrace our journey, embrace, you know, our purpose for being here on this earth at this time. And not everybody is going to step up and in at the same time, but each person that does will help a multitude of others. So it is imperative at this stage that you take on the responsibility of developing yourself and opening up to your soul and enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it, because the angels are reminding me that you are powerful, that we are absolutely powerful beings. And if we can remember to trust in the divinity that has created us, and to trust that that divinity has our back, that it's there. We just need to turn our head towards it. So if we're looking here and there's trouble and worries and stress, then we just tilt our head. We're tilting towards the light. So always focus on the light. Now angels, what about our little children? The world has been topsy-turvy for them. Now I'm seeing like a computer screen and it's blank, so that message would be to steer them away from computer screens and computer games and to get them out into nature. Okay, these two cards feel very strong. There's actually three. Oh no, there's two, and there's just the Otter, Maura O'Callaghan and Caroline Collins. So I am good at school because my angel helps me. So again, that's around self-confidence, you know, so just allowing the children to know that there's always support there for them, and if they're feeling inferior in any way, just to ask the angel to come in and give them the confidence to know that they're fine, they're doing really, really well. And the other card says, my angel loves to hear me laugh, be happy and have fun. So it's important that the children aren't drawn into this heavy stuff, and just let them laugh and let them have fun, and to encourage them, say that the angels really want to hear them laughing. And you know, you could do lots and lots of things. You could be very creative around that and have laughing competitions and all different things, because the angels really do want to hear us having fun and laughing. And it's important for adults as well, but if you are a parent or if you're a grandparent, or you know, if you have neighbours' kids, or if you're working with kids or whatever it is, it's really important that they just have fun and they have their childhood and that they're not robbed of it and such. So I have one other card for the children. This is the Diana Cooper deck of cards for children. And as I'm about to get the energy of this card, the angels are reminding me that, you know, it's Halloween weekend this weekend. And, you know, in ancient times in Ireland, you know, people used to dress up as witches and all sort of dark entities, and they were to fight away all the evil spirits, you know, because really they were the light and they were pretending to be the dark, to lure in the dark forces and then to dissipate them. So we just need to remember that with Halloween weekend, that we are light beings and we're here to transmute the darkness from ourselves and from our planet. So this is the card, don't know what it is. White feather. When you find a white feather, your angels are very close. Say to yourself, my angels are close to me. And it's saying for a child that if they haven't found a white feather, you might encourage them to draw a white feather. So by taking them to the park and taking them to the beach or whatever, there are plenty of feathers around this time of the year. So that's it really for the month of November. So it's quite a bright month. It's quite turbulent. There's quite a lot of shifting and moving and changing. So it may present as being difficult at first, but as the month works its way through, we will see that we are emerging into our beautiful light beings. We're emerging into our true selves, really. Manifestation is there. It's important to set an intention. And they started it out by saying there are miracles happening this month. Okay, follow your soul's path. You're overcoming difficulties. Michael is saying it's new beginnings and it's a fresh start. The overall card said that there's abundance of everything for us, and that includes peace, love and joy and harmony. And I wish you a beautiful month. And please do tap into your heart, tap into your well of love and your well of wisdom, and share your beautiful energy with those around you, because you do make a difference, and the universe is thanking you for stepping into your light and stepping into your love. God bless you. I'll see you again during the month. Thank you.